I mean, they had this cat, Toolaa. You know what I'm saying? Toolaa was the big dog of Franklin. You know what I'm saying? We all went to school together. You know what I'm saying? At the same token, I mean, I didn't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? About him being no big dog. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm out here. I'm about to stomp. You dig? So me and Toolaa ended up getting in a fight one day, coming from school. You know what I'm saying? And where we would get dropped off at is directly on Martin Luther King when we're getting off the bus. You know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't lying, dog. I whipped the skin off Toolaa ass, bro. So some of the older cats that was already out there on the streets when we get off, like, man, I ain't never saw Toolaa get handled like that. Who this, who that? You know what I'm saying? So that's how that took place. I mean, shit, me and Toolaa, I fought every day for a whole week. You know what I'm saying? Every day. And then I get off at his house. He get off back in town. We gonna die. We gonna do this here. You know what I'm saying? And Toolaa became my man. You know what I'm saying? Me and him really like started putting smoke in together. You know what I'm saying? Me, Toolaa, you dig? Kimmy Ray, Toussaint, BUM-BUM, you know what I'm saying? That's still up till today. You dig? That's my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Me and them dudes really like started from the mud together. You know? Straight up. Me, Kimmy Ray, BUM-BUM, and Toolaa. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. You know? Straight up. And see all the other cats, they was up in age, you know what I'm saying? Like the founder of OBU, Keith Harris. I don't care what nobody say, yeah. Keith started that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? They was always on the block getting their bread up, you know what I'm saying, when we was doing our little boy shit, you know what I'm saying? But they knew one thing, we was up and coming, we was on our way, you know what I'm saying? Now everybody who I was hanging with, name I called just then, and then they could co-sign that shit. They knew one thing, them dudes coming, you know what I'm saying? And we came, you know what I'm saying? We lost Toolaa, you know what I'm saying? We lost him, you know, but at the same token, he said his mark before he left, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. So that's why to answer your question, that's who I was really hanging with. You know what I'm saying? That was my people.
So in other words, y'all boys terrorized the city.
No doubt. No doubt. We really did. We really did. For real. Straight up. Right before Toolaa died, me and him, we really like did some business together in front of the club. You know what I'm saying? In front of the club, we really like turned up on some shit. You know what I'm saying? And a couple months after that, he moved out of town and he ended up getting killed. You know what I'm saying? He ended up getting killed.
R.I.P. Toolaa.
Yeah.
But tell me this right here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
What was the business that you guys took care of in front of the club?
I mean, some cats came from out of town. You know what I'm saying? Thinking they was gonna come to my section. You dig? I'm saying my section now because I done put in enough work. You dig? They know who I am. You dig? And I'm really like repping this shit. You know what I'm saying? So niggas come from out of town. You know what I'm saying? And come doing some shit they had no business doing. You know what I'm saying? And we bust that shit up. You know what I'm saying? We bust that shit up too. I took it all the way out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a little worse. People say I was worse than him, but I feel like he was worse than me. You know what I'm saying? He took it more than what it was. He took it all the way out there, and he really hugged dude out, son. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
What he did?
I'm talking about on some real shit. He stomp him out, bro. Slam his face against the concrete. You know? Head butt him. Bust his head against the bump of a car. All that good shit there. You know what I'm saying? So now everything got to a point to me and him putting in work to me trying to stop him. You know what I'm saying? Straight up that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how we was coming out there. You dig? For real. Like, I mean, and that was just two of us, just me and him. The rest of the team was nowhere around at the time, you know? For real.
All right, so as you got older into your teenage years, paint a picture for me of how Franklin was to you. What was going on around that time? Was it dope out, or was it a lot of gangs? Like, you know, talk to me about that.
Yeah, I mean, around that time, I mean, I done monopolized the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I done learned everything I needed to learn dealing with this street shit. You know what I'm saying? Mainly, that was my problem, dog. I did a lot of hustling, you know what I'm saying? And the whole motive in the game back then was to come up with $4,500. You know what I'm saying? Back then, the ounces was like $500 a piece. You know what I'm saying? You get a 9-pack, boy, you in the game. You dig? So the whole motive was to hustle $4,500. You dig? You go to Houston, you go get you a 9-pack. You dig? And now you in the game. You dig? And pretty much, so that's what we were hustling for. You know what I'm saying? And we came up with that shit, goddamn. I couldn't miss from there. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Couldn't miss. Because, I mean, the game was so good. You know what I'm saying? I could recall I lost damn near everything I had at a dice game. You know what I'm saying? And shit, I woke up that next day with $30, bro. It did $30 in my pocket. That's all I got. You know what I'm saying? I done lost everything at the dice game. Before I went to bed that night, I done hustled so much, bro. And that one day, I done came up with $1,000. You dig? I came up with $1,000. You dig? Straight up.
So after the dice game, you went back to hustling, right?
No doubt.
So overnight, you came up with a whole rack. What were you hustling? What game were you in?
Straight crack, man. Back in the game, I mean, that was the thing. Crack, you feel me? Crack cocaine, that's what we were slinging. You know what I'm saying? Just like the movie New Jack City came out, you did, that's what it was about. You know what I'm saying?
So I tell you what, take me back to how you actually first got in the game.
I'm playing football, Franklin High. You did, and I would come home after football practice or what's not. You did, some other little people, you did, because I used to hang around with some of the older cats. You know what I'm saying? Zeus, big dog. Pinky, big dog. You feel me? That was my circle. You dig? And I'm knowing how they getting it in. You know what I'm saying? I'm knowing how they get it in. So I'm like, man, fuck all that. I need some bread. You know what I'm saying? I need some bread. You dig? Straight up. Everybody I'm around, they caked up. You know what I'm saying? So nigga lays up there on some shit like my partner Pinky, you dig, Bluey. You dig, he like, shit, this how you gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? Shit, boy, I come up with $20, boy. You dig, got me a double up, you know what I'm saying? And from there, I mean, I didn't look back, you know what I'm saying? I ain't look back, so that's how I pretty much got in the game. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much got in the game like that there. Straight up. Selling little rocks, you know what I'm saying? You just keep on doing that, you gonna see it's gonna accumulate, you know what I'm saying?
All right, give me a typical night of selling crack in Franklin. Give me up on how you know the average night would go.
Back then, when I was coming up, when I was in the game as a youngin', 3 plates. Plates meaning 3 ounces of crack, you know what I'm saying? Cut down the rocks. And I sold them all in one night, selling rocks. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was back then. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know. I don't even entertain that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that, I mean, like I said, shit done changed. You know what I'm saying? But back then, that was the thing. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
What about the risk, the consequences of it all? Like, you know, you weren't thinking about that. It was just all about getting money. Like, you know, what was on your mind?
Yeah, it was all about getting money, but yeah, you thought about that shit. But I mean, that come with it. That come with the territory. You got to be on your P's and Q's. You know what I'm saying? That's when I hear a lot of people always hollering about they don't trust this and they don't trust that. You got to trust somebody in that game. And you see, within time, I had a couple people, I had teams.